You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system for your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn you back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey! What's up, everybody? Hey, come on in. Welcome to the Hood Table one more again. And to everybody who is new to the Hood Table platform, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the new subscribers to the Hood Table and everybody that has actually joined the Hood Table Nation membership. And to do that, of course, all you have to do is hit that join button right next to the subscribe button. But anywho, let's get right into our review. We haven't done a review in a minute. Today we are reviewing the haves and the have-nots, and we are now on season 7, episode 18, and it was called A Sixth Sense. So everybody who has already watched the show, or if you happen to watch it after my review, please make sure you comment in the comment section and let me know what you thought about this show and about the characters, the different storylines. You know how we do. But anyway, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Hood Table. But again, we are on episode 18 of Sixth Sense, and the show starts off with Vinnie. Now, last episode we did see Vinnie. He was standing outside his after going off on his mother again about her not telling her if Derrick really raped her. He was outside the Choir's home, and guess who pulls up? It was good old Derrick. So he comes out the house, steps to Derrick's truck, and asks him over and over and over again, "Did you rape my mother?" Now, Derrick, he was hesitant and all, but after hesitating, he finally admitted to the incident, and the next thing you know, Vinnie done punched him dead in his face, knocked him off his feet. Now, what I expected was Derrick to get up and at least hit him back at least once, or try to stop him from hitting him or whatever. But anyway, he just laid on the ground. He didn't want to fight Vinnie. He knew basically this is what he deserved. He did something wrong. He never did the time for the crime. So he kind of felt like, you know what, I deserve this. At least I can do is take a lick from her son. But then again, I was, Derrick should have known something was up. He kept telling get out the truck. Hannah knew it. She knew who had finally done it. Candace knew who it was. So eventually it wouldn't be long before, Vinnie found out about the truth as well, which he did, and his hot-headed butt couldn't wait to run into Derrick, and when he did, again, he punched him right on the side of his head. Now, as far as the beating, though, he didn't beat him. Vinnie, he's overprotective and all, for Candace and for his mother. But Vinnie hit him one time and one time only. Now, it was a good hit, but he just hit him one time and then told him, don't ever show back up for work again at the Choir's home. Will he come back to work? I don't know. We have to wait and see. Now, I can also understand why Vinnie is confused about, why his mother doesn't want Derrick to be punished. His mother is really religified. She's really religious and whatnot. And in some way, I feel that she, I believe that she has forgiven him. She keeps mentioning, it was a long time ago, and with her Christian ways, I just think that she forgave him and that she really believes he has changed. To her, obviously, it seems as if he's no longer a thug, he's no longer a drug addict, but instead a kind and respectable, loving man these days, which leaves me wondering, will Hannah ever decide to get back with him? Do y'all think that Hannah might, in fact, still be in love with him? Y'all let me know. But then I was also wondering, how much thug does Derrick really have left in him? He is, trying to set up Veronica to be robbed, along with Laura and her husband, Samuel. So, he is, setting up this hit on Veronica. So is he like all the way changed? Is God really through with him, or is God not through with him yet? Y'all let me know. But when it comes to Jeffrey, let's talk about Jeffrey, Madison, and Kobe. Can y'all believe that Madison used to be an exotic stripper? Or as Kobe calls, he calls it actually a go-go dancer. I'ma just say exotic stripper. He was a stripper. I would have never imagined that he was a stripper. Now, because of his size, his muscular. I mean, he's so muscular. I would maybe picture him as maybe a ex bodybuilder, for sport. A mechanic, somebody who, lifts and I don't know, just has a hard job, but definitely not a stripper. I would never thought he was a stripper. But anyhow, Jeffrey. It was pretty shocking to Jeffrey to find out that he used to be a stripper. But what really disturbed Jeffrey was when he learned just how much Madison and Madison's ex Kobe has been gossiping and discussing him. Like Madison and Kobe, they are exes. But to me, they seem to be not only exes, but also on and off again lovers and good girlfriends, good Judys at the same time. Madison then told Kobe like almost everything there is to know about Jeffrey, Jeffrey's mother, Jeffrey's father. Then told him how his father busted on them. Then told him how his mother is a homophobic. He done told Kobe everything. And I wouldn't be surprised if Jeffrey started to think like, is there maybe a little bit more going on? Now he claims they're exes, but it seems like there's been like a lot of pillow talk going on between Madison and his ex. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. And also, while Madison's ex Kobe, when he brought up the idea, the suggestion to take him and all his crazy wild gay friends over to over to Jeffrey's mother's house, Veronica, for some skinny dipping in her pool. I'm like, Jeffrey, why you didn't shut that ish down? Like he should have immediately, expeditiously warned them. They know his mother is homophobic, but his homophobic mother also carries a gun and she might shoot up everybody in the doggone pool when she sees they naked behinds out there. But I'm like, Jeffrey was kind of like, no, I don't know. But anyhow, seriously, what did they think was going to happen or be accomplished by skinny dipping in Veronica's pool? That it would change her mind about how she feels about gay men? Surely could not have been the reason. But for whatever reason they chose, it was a horrible time for a swim. While they was up there undressing around Veronica's pool, she's in the house drinking, having flashbacks, everything that went wrong between her and her husband, David, Jeffrey's father. She's inside just throwing them back and just reminiscing and having all these visions and daydreaming of everything that went wrong from her and him breaking up the arguments, him being with another woman. All that in the third. And then outside is these guys skinny dipping and her pool boy. Now, the pool boy, Samuel. I didn't even know he was out there first. All of a sudden, the camera turns to the pool boy. And I'm like, where the hell he comes from? He's up there really nice. He's looking like this. gathering up his stuff, really trying not to look at these naked gay men in the pool and all their naked glory. Then he runs up in the house and he learns Veronica to all the skin that's outside in the pool. And I'm sure, Jeffrey, I was still looking at him like, why ain't you getting him out the pool? Come on now. Why you even allow them to get that close to your mama's house? Why do you do more to stop them guys from skinny dipping in your mother's pool? But once Veronica was outside and she saw all that nakedness and them gay men out there hooting and hollering in her pool, it was a hot mess. It was a hot mess. And then Kobe, he's screaming out, hey, bitch, this is your welcome to the real world party. There are gay people in the world, so get used to it. Veronica must have seen what was going on, went back out inside the house, got her strap so she can blow all the chlorine out of the pool and everything else that happened to be in there. I can't wait to the next episode to see what happens. But anyway, moving right along, over at Charles's, Landon and Oliver were arguing over the president-elect. Now, we all know that Landon is also overprotective, but towards the president-elect, Charles, that is. Charles, however, still chooses to have him work within his circle, even though he knows that Landon still has feelings for him. Landon is so in love with Charles and he will do anything to protect him. But for some reason, maybe because of what, Senator Connolly had to say a couple what Senator Connolly had to say a couple of episodes ago, Landon decided to try to set up some type of reconciliation between Charles and Candace. But no matter how he feels about Charles, Landon knows that Charles's heart is still with Candace Young. Charles is still in love with that blackmailing whore, as Oliver calls her, which Charles happens to overhear him saying. Charles has happened to be on the other side of the door, listening to Oliver and Landon. And of course, he was upset when he heard Oliver speaking about Candace that way. But she was a blackmailing whore. So he ain't lying, but Candace, she kind of changed her ways, kind of. She ain't really blackmailing no more, but she's still a thief. She still got all that money from Jim Cryer, which she still refuses to give back. But anyway, they'll probably get back into that next episode. But man, Oliver almost had his job replaced. He almost got the boot. He was about to be standing in the unemployment line. But then again, probably not, because his father, he has a lot of money. His father has a lot of money. Now, when he told Charles that he think he can do better than Candace, that's when Charles was like, if you want your job, I'm gonna need you to keep your mouth off of Candace, even though they not dating anymore. But again, Charles still feels some type of way about Candace. But I'm asking y'all, do y'all think Landon set Oliver up? Do y'all think that Landon knew Charles was right on the other side of that door? But if he didn't set him up, I'm sure he will now. After receiving all that information, all that dirt on Oliver, well, first of all, I was wondering how long was it going to take before he found out that dirt, because we found out all that information like what, 2, 3, 4 episodes ago, that Oliver was involved with that mercenary, and he deals with cocaine and also uses cocaine. And Landon not only found that out, but he also found out that mercenary who's Oliver's dealing with, he was hired by Jim Cryer to keep tabs on Veronica, who now has a lookalike named Laura. Of course, her housekeeper and whatnot. Now, this mercenary that's going around keeping tabs on Veronica, I wonder if he's really following around her housekeeper, Laura, who she has dressed up like her, wearing her wigs, wearing her clothes. She got her done up just to look like her twin, even driving around in her car. So I wonder if something's going to happen to Laura, the housekeeper. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Now, back at the Malone family bar, scary old Sandy. Oh, Sandy, I can't stand him. I don't know what to think about Sandy. But anyway, he was being grilled by his uncle Vinnie regarding his ex. Now we know his ex, the black girl, she was pregnant. She ended up having an abortion. Sandy did find that out like last episode. And she's now dating somebody new, but Sandy had no idea till Vinnie let him know that little piece of information. And basically he kind of threw it up in his face because like most of us and like Vinnie knows and like Mitch knows, Sandy isn't he ain't built for that. He ain't built for that life. He ain't built for that mob life of killing people, hurting people, all them kind of things. So Vinny was kind of throwing it up in his face because he knew that Sandy wouldn't do anything about it. And Sandy not wanting to feel like a punk or trying, didn't want to seem like he had no balls at all. He came back at Vinny talking about, well, you talking all this mess about me all the time, but what about Wyatt? Wyatt stabbed you, he cut you, and he's still walking around here breathing. So how big and bad are you? Vinny was big mad, to say the least, but not only because he knows that Sandy doesn't even have it in him to even kill a fly, but Vinny, he couldn't do anything to Wyatt. He wanted to do something to Wyatt, but the criers, they paid Mama Rose, they gave them some money to spare Wyatt's life. So that's why he didn't do anything, to Wyatt. So to me, it seems like either Sandy doesn't have any knowledge of that or he doesn't know what it means to keep your word. Because one thing for sure and two things for certain, in the crime world, especially in the crime world, the saying your word is your bond means a lot in the streets. But anywho, Vinny knocked Sandy clean off that bar stool and kicked his butt out the bar. He was yelling at him, talking about the only joke in this family is you. Sandy, he really needs to find some other type of career because again, he ain't built for that mob life. He ain't built for that mob life. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about Sandy and Uncle Vinny. Questions I do have for you guys though. Y'all know I always end up with some questions after my reviews. First off, now this is what I heard from somebody else. They said that Oliver, the cokehead son of the politically connected rich guy Conley, he can be compared to Hunter Biden. Biden soon. I didn't say that now. Somebody else said that. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. Also, do you think that Benny and Derrick will run into each other again and maybe finish that fight? Do you think Hannah is still in love with Derrick? Do you think Veronica will let off some rounds from her gun into that pool? And lastly, I'm still trying to figure out, maybe I missed it, but if I did, y'all let me know who the heck is Samuel and Laura to Derrick. Please let me know because they all like working together to rob, Veronica. Excuse me, but I can't remember. I can't recall if they put their connection together. So y'all let me know who are Samuel and Laura to Derrick. Fill those answers out for me in the comment section, or if you have anything else you would like to say, any opinions about the storylines or any of the characters or the episode, please feel free to put it in the comment section. And you guys don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Hood Table. You can follow us on Facebook, IG, Twitter, also on our website, thehoodtable.com, where you can find the links to our merchandise and also sign up for our monthly newsletter, written and typed up by moi. And also, again, if you would like to become a member of the Hood Table Nation, all you have to do is click that join button right next to the subscribe button. And it's only $1.99 per month, y'all, to become a member to get those special perks and to also, and just be like a support to the Hood Table, $1 behind, a token of love, a little love off to the hood table to show some appreciation if you really, really do enjoy our platform. So, on that note, you guys, I'm about to get out of here. I thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Thank you for liking the video and sharing the video, which I know you're going to do, and for subscribing to the Hood Table. And in the meantime and in between time, stay safe, be blessed as usual, be vigilant, and I'm out. Deuces.